I mean, I'm not exhausted. They will be. You're right. The effort was amazing. With a few minutes to go, it's what a performance, what a point. Deservedly so, because the ball's coming in our box a lot, and we defended. Everybody gave every little ounce that you need to do with 10 men for 75 minutes or whatever it was. And they did it brilliantly, so I'm disappointed for them because they absolutely gave everything in those terms and deserved something out of the game for sure. Some circumstances in the game that affected it, of course, the big circumstances. But pound for pound, the players gave everything, but we make mistakes as well at this level and late in games, and they're crucial.
What are your thoughts on the red card? Because obviously that changed.
Which one?
Sorry, the first one.
Yeah, I can't argue with the red card. I don't think, because I think when the player's running through, is he clean through? Maybe a bit debatable. I won't argue too much. The frustration I have at that point is that, and I spoke about it before the game, is that at Plymouth we had like a double red card, like a leg break and a slap in the face that became a yellow. And then that one you go, okay, so the referee sees that one. But that's obviously the first one. But yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. It probably was the right decision. And at that point we had to dig in until it levelled out.
What was the message at half time? Because they did so well, didn't they, to get to half time, given the pressure, given the amount of balls coming into the box, whether it's corners, free kicks, open play. It was relentless, wasn't it, at times? What was the message at half time?
Just some details and a continuation of it, and trying to make sure we didn't sink too deep too soon. We tried to keep 2 blocks of 4 and then Ellis up front, and understand that they're not a team that are going to make too many passes and push all the way back. They want to do something. They want to get it wide and stick it in. So defending the box was key. The lads have been doing that, and it was important to continue to keep a belief and a faith to enjoy suffering and fighting and what that could bring if we managed to get the result out of it. And there's some details for the wingers in terms of their recoveries and what we had to do when they tried to get down the sides, because they go wide and then people run in between full-back and centre-back. When you stretch, it's difficult. But the players just kept doing it in the second half, so they did everything until the game levelled out, and then we got back in the game.
Yeah, and what did you think of the second red card? It seemed to be like, was it a shove in the face?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one fully. I know they were contesting it. Apparently it was a shove in the face and it was a red card.
But it allowed you to start playing a little bit of football yourselves and jam. Got forward well, and had you had the one big chance that you had.
It's not easy to go from back to the wall to all of a sudden it's level, and then we had to adjust a bit. We just adjusted to a back 5, then we went back to a 4. So it's not easy to get the calm again and play, which I think in spells that we did, you know, we could see that we were the team and trying to play a bit through and hit Rudy and progress. So I think at that point with 10v10, I fancied us. You know, I felt in terms of general play, you can never legislate against Luton because they're always a threat with set pieces particularly or balls into your box. But in terms of the actual general play at 10v10, I thought we reacted pretty well, and I fancied us towards the end.
If anybody exemplified, you know, that spirit on the pitch there today, I mean, Kitch was just outstanding.
Kitch was phenomenal. He was absolutely outstanding for his performance, as he has been since I've been at the football club.
Yeah. And it's hard not to feel sorry for Brad. I mean, he made some really good saves at the end. He was really well today. And then at the end, I don't know how you saw it. There was a fault coming for it, and then the goal was expelled. I don't know. What was your take on that?
I don't want to talk about the individual moment of it.
And as it stands, you go into the last game of the season and it's still in your hands. So that's the big positive, isn't it? And what have you got out of today in terms of the spirit and the fighting spirit?
Yeah, it's disappointing tonight as a collective, because the lads want to do it. You know, you can see that in the spirit of their performance. So it is what it is. Christmas time, we wouldn't have dreamed of this. Now we have a game to try and get into the playoffs. If we win, I think we're there. I'm not sure what other permutations could work against us. It would keep us above Borough, even if Borough win today. If we win, Millwall potentially, they're there. Maybe our goal difference is better. So it's a big opportunity to try and win a game, but we have to see how the other results pan out.
And how will this week pan out for you? Will you sort of, you know, sit the players down and show them lots of videos, talk to them, calm them? How will you approach the week? You know, building into such a big game, really. Would it be any different from a normal game?
I haven't thought about it as much before this game, because I always talk about prepping for the next than you do. Well, prep for Middlesbrough are pretty similar. You know, it's important not to ramp up the pressure on the lads Monday, Tuesday through. They understand what we're in. We'll prepare pretty normal, I think, for the game. Stay calm, prep really well, give everything on match day.
And what's their attitude in the dressing room at the moment? How have they reacted? Are they angry? Are they?
No, they're disappointed. They're disappointed. Yeah, they gave everything. And in a way, that's all you can ask. But of course, if we do make mistakes, then it can affect games. But they gave everything.
But you can take strength from that, can't they? You can take strength.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the life of a footballer, by the way. This is not like, I played for a long time. That everyone sees the glory days of you lifting a cup. They forget the suffering and losing, and then recovering and resilience and all those things. It's a job of a sports person. So in football, it's not clear that we wouldn't be able to go from 17th and cruise into the playoffs. It's impossible from where we were. So in that little bit of suffering we're having in this day now, and maybe after Plymouth a little bit, it's just normal. It's normal. We have to try and win the last game to try and get the objective.
Just finally, no Milan today. What's
Small groin problem. Hopefully fine for next week.
that's good, isn't it? And Matty, he went down early on. It looked quite nasty at the time.
He
Looked
did.
like in a lot of pain. Stretcher comes on, and you think, oh my God. But managed to was it? Did he just go on his ankle? It just really.
I think it was an ankle. I haven't spoken to him. It's typical Joel. He's a warrior. Maybe some players will come off with that. Joel didn't. Got to half time, strapped it up, and went on again. Man, I thought he was really good today as well.
Yeah.
And he's a great character in the team when you need him. So yeah, really pleased with his effort, as I was with the players. But yeah, Joel is a strong boy. He had a battle with Morris, and he's a strong boy too. But Joel will never back down, which is what we need. Thanks.
Well, good. I mean, I'm just going to, obviously the last game's at home. I mean, that's great, isn't it? It's going to be some atmosphere.
Yeah, it's great for us. We've got this feeling of disappointment now because I think we could have affected it today. But to be fair, if we win here today, Middlesbrough win today, Middlesbrough beat us, we still wouldn't make it. We still probably have a feeling that we needed to win that game, to be clear. So that doesn't change, and we'll have a lot of motivation, particularly after the feeling today once that settles. And yeah, a home crowd behind us, which we know that's been really strong for us. But we can't disrespect Borough. They'll be in a similar situation in terms of what the prize is out of the game potentially. So we just need to focus on ourselves and know that we'll have a huge support on the day.
And as disappointing as today was, I mean, when you took over 17th, to be in this position, you'd have taken that, wouldn't you?
Well, absolutely. I'd have taken it for where we are in the league, the amount of wins we had, and had a massive run of wins, but also just to work with these players, learn about the football club, enjoy being here, see a good group of lads that are really humble and desperate to do well for the club. And I think it needs to be said as well for the fans, because they want to know what the players like. The fact players are giving everything to try and get to these playoffs. So that's been an enjoyable experience for me. Let's see if we can do something special next week.